Radhika, it's BJP versus TMC on the streets, something that has been building up since 2019, I would say, because TMC recognized BJP perhaps as a political force only when they won those number of MPs in 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Do you think this will only get bitter and more violent from here onwards? Because despite the elections of 2021, the political violence played out, then there are raids by central agencies which are being said as political vendetta by the state government, this back and forth that we are seeing between the two sides.
Yeah, this is quintessential Bengal politics being played out on the streets, being played out here on the TV screen between the two spokespersons. You know, first of all, I think Mamta, there's no question that the state government unleashed its police force on the protesters. I mean, you cannot take away the BJP or any opposition's party's right to hold a protest march or a rally or whatever, and then to suddenly say that they spent 12 crores or something, that's not a very germane point in my opinion. If the march was relatively peaceful, why did she have to unleash the police, the cops? This Mamata Banerjee seems to be, to me, comes across as a leader under siege. There's a certain desperation to her approach, to her attitude, to her moves. Then whatever happened, the BJP, yes, there was violence on the part of the BJP workers as well. I mean, you know, we can't sort of obliterate that from the whole scene. But that was a retaliation. It was a blowback to what had happened earlier. So it's really a question of, did the administration have to overreact in this case? I mean, what if they had allowed Suvendu, Adhikari and the others to lead the march up to the secretariat? Okay,
respond to this. You know, that's a huge charge that is coming in from Radhika, that Mamata Banerjee appears to be a leader under siege, Riju Datta, that there is some kind of fear factor that seemed to have gripped your chief minister.
Maria, with all due respect to Radhika ji, she just clearly justified the violence unleashed by BJP, number one.
No, she hasn't.
Number two, she
no, she hasn't the violence, please.
She said retaliation mein police ki gaadi chala denge.
Retaliation, go back.
What are you saying? And Radhika ji, you are such a senior columnist. If you know the history of Bengal, and forget Bengal, if you know the history of Mamata Banerjee, do you think the lady who single-handedly uprooted the brutal regime of the left will be affected by 77 MLAs of the BJP? No, we are not bothered. But madam, I will tell you this. It is the people of Bengal who has voted us for 3 times, has given us the responsibility to maintain peace and harmony. So, like I said, they are doing this natak for 13 days. Nothing happened. But today, on the day, if you unleash violence, if you pelt stones, if you destroy government and public properties, if you beat up shopkeepers and assistant commissioners of police, then the West Bengal police will take action. It is their job to do so. You have to understand that very clearly.
Okay, Radhika, quick response.
Any other
Radhika?
I can only give a perspective from this afar, but from whatever I have seen, the sequence and things, I think the first the stone was cast by, I mean, metaphorically, I mean, not literally. The first stone was cast by the police, by Mamata Banerjee.
No, I cannot stand by.
And then came the retaliation, the blowback.
Okay.
There's no question about that.
There is